Last time on Chronotopia, Devmo plummeted to his death. Trapped in purgatory, he meets a witch named Liz. She's going to help him regain his memories by telling him a fairy tale. It's a story about a king who tragically lost his wife. Driven mad by his despair, he falls in love with his daughter Kionna. With her retainer Nahima, she searches for clues about her fairy godmother to save her.
Worse?
Yep, apparently we're just keep getting worse.
I'm not sure I like this fairy tale.
Nahima confined the princess. That's a change I didn't see coming. What ropes are you using for that,
She's
Nahima?
super into it.
At any rate, the princess was weakened by the delirium of the endless night, and therefore was in bed all morning, so at least she could rest and regain some of her strength.
I'll need that for the wedding night.
Apparently. When the hour of the meeting with the fairy struck, Kionna was already feeling a bit better, but she was still at the window, dumbfounded.
Huh. I'm thinking fairy godmother.
I'm thinking
think so, yeah.
king.
Oh, okay. Well, it's
Well,
me
either way, it's you. So.
What are you thinking about, love?
I do not know. All my thoughts are getting tangled up. I'm not even sure I can distinguish between what is right and wrong anymore.
The heiress turned around, assuming she had glimpsed Nahima, but there was nobody in the room. The young girl stood up immediately with a scared look on her face.
Who is talking?
Do not be afraid, my love. I was just confirming that the coast was clear.
With those mysterious words, a familiar gust of wind entered the princess's cabinet and took the shape of a colorful whirlwind, revealing a human silhouette.
Godmother, is that you?
Yes, my child. Are you surprised? Were you expecting someone else?
Before Kionna's wide-open eyes, a strange creature had just appeared. The stranger did look human, yet she also seemed devoured by leaves and lianas, like a nymph. Her piercing gaze and her shredded, almost grim garb made her look more like a witch than a fairy. But she works out a lot. I mean, she is shredded. The princess did not dare tell the one she had invoked that she was scared of her, but she was not able to hide her turmoil either.
Oh, well, I did not picture you that way, Godmother.
That is
Skulls
quite the hat.
I pictured you more in a big blue dress. No?
The stranger and stared at the young girl with ardent eyes.
Oh, but you are not the only one. You humans have such a curious outlook on our kind. Contrary to what you may think, we do not have wings nor magic wands. It's a bit more complicated than that.
I see.
Do not be afraid. I am not going to eat you.
I hadn't been thinking that until you said it.
Though it is a bit tempting. Fairies are beings who are closer to nature and whose powers come from the world tree. Sure, let's have a world tree. If the way I look seems slightly monstrous to you, it's quite simply because I am a former human, just like you, who forsook her existence and was corrupted. This doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
Are you a demonic creature,
Yay,
then?
demon godmother! The laugh.
It is hard to grasp for believers who perceive the world in terms of right and wrong, heaven and hell. We fairies are entities who could not be more neutral. We are neither good nor evil. We can just as well bless or curse mortals, depending on the way they use our powers. My nature will depend on you. If you employ me to do harm, then yes, I will be a demon. However, if you employ me to do good, you do not have to worry about sin.
So you're saying killing my dad is right out.
No, that's
No,
entirely what she didn't say.
I am saying that
Everything is okay here.
Whatever choice I want to make. Oh, good.
Yep. Kionna, hearing this, for a moment she had believed she had summoned a demon or a similar creature and didn't understand the words well enough to know that's exactly what you did. But if her faith determined the fairy's actions, then surely she would not have to concern herself with anything, because Kionna would never do anything horrible,
Nope.
like
Like
slaughter
slaughtering
a
a
poor
poor
defenseless donkey. As a good Christian,
Oh my, we went there, gang.
As a good Christian, it would never occur to her to do any misdeed after all. Christians
Sure.
are immune from that.
Absolutely.
Slaughtering
Christians have
of the
never done
donkey.
anything wrong.
That's because of the fairy blessings.
Yeah. I forgot that part in the Bible. I read in your eyes that you doubt me. As I said, my child, I'm not a creature from hell who came to lead you astray. I am only a human being who sealed away her memories and her ability to love so she could become a guardian of this world.
Awesome.
Ooh, that
So
isn't-
does that means you don't remember anything that happened before, and you're not able to love anybody.
I feel like I am not reassured right now.
My work would be meaningless if I were voluntarily sowing destruction all around me. Are you reassured now?
Less so, actually. Oh, sorry.
Apparently, yes.
Why, yes, godmother. This sounds wonderful.
Very good, then let us move on to more serious matters. Before you even make a request, I will explain the rules. As your godmother, I am willing to grant you some minor and harmless services. However, if you wish for more thorough assistance on my part, you will have to make a pact.
In
Yeah,
blood.
this is totally not demonic.
A pact?
Well, yeah, it is quite simple. A human who has made a pact with a fairy can call her at any moment instantly, and she will be able to grant you a single wish, regardless of its nature. The bond between them is so strong that the request can be completely absurd, and it will still be fulfilled. However, this magic is not free. One does not bestow unlimited powers upon a mortal just like that. There must be an equivalent cost in return.
Nahima.
Oh my god.
Well, you've never made a blood pact with an evil demon before?
No!
Of course it's going to be Nahima.
In exchange for having their greatest wish fulfilled, the human must forsake part of their shared memories. Which means they will vanish from the memory of the person they love the most.
No! Princess!
My god.
I see it from under the bed.
Kionna could not help but cough. Nahima was the person dearest to her heart, but she had never told her how much she meant, and now it looked like that she was going to lose her. The mention of these rules tarnished her face.
It is a heavy price to pay.
Indeed, I will not hide that it represents a substantial sacrifice, but the sacrifice is as great as the miracle I will be able to create at your request.
The power to create miracles.
The princess immediately became... A heavy responsibility was resting on her shoulders now. The fairy realized this and tried.
Aww. That being said, know that completing a pact with me does not commit you in any way to make a wish. It was incidentally the case with your mother.
Mom had demonic pledges.
Wait, are we saying that there's a wish out there, then?
My mother?
Well, yeah, absolutely. We were bound by a pact, but she never managed to make up her mind because of her love for you and your father. Thus, she decided to break the pact and make you inherit my blessing instead.
The princess. So then, her late mother had chosen to protect her at any cost. Legends were true. The queen was really acquainted with fairies.
Are you telling me that if I make a pact with you today, I can reconsider and nothing will happen to me?
Exactly. You are a quick thinker. To be perfectly honest, I would rather avoid this scenario. As long as the pact is valid, I am forced to stay in this world so that I can answer your call at all times. If you do not intend to use my powers, it would be a waste of time for both of us, and I would rather get back to sleep in the world tree. Because, again, there's a world tree. I will nevertheless heed your choice.
So, we're not obliged to make this pact for you to help me.
Yes and no. I may be able to use magic for small tasks, but as soon as you try to change fate to satisfy your aim, there will inevitably be consequences. It would be wiser to sign a pact in advance to have your wish at hand, and you should be in...
Why does it feel like the fairy wants us to buy a timeshare?
Really?
No, you may not need it, but you're gonna be happy. No, it's insurance, right?
Yeah.
She wants us to buy
It is kind of
insurance.
interesting.
Yeah,
But come on,
muscling
Kionna,
it.
have you ever used your soul for anything?
Oh god.
I mean, if it was just my soul, that'd be fine, but I have to sell Nahima.
By the way, if we need a wish, I've got the wish, just to let you know.
Oh,
as
okay,
we-
you have it set up?
Oh yeah, no, I've already got it locked in.
That's great. It's too bad you're going to forget everything because it's Nahima's mind she's using as the bargaining chip.
No.
Oh,
Are you implying that your magic could be dangerous?
The fairy.
like I have told you many times, I am neutral. My magic is not inherently dangerous. However, it could turn against you without warning, depending on how you use it. For instance, let's say you ask me to kill your father.
Just hypothetically.
Neighboring lords could get wind of it and decide that it would be the perfect time to launch an attack on your lands, but you don't have a donkey anymore, so it's really not worth it. I would not have deliberately initiated a war, but war would stem from the murder perpetuated by your request. That would be a criminal action, incidentally, but I never object to the requests I get. Should they be immoral or foul, I am not here to judge.
Yeah, this is
Anyway,
Not saying I'm going to have an army just appear out here and cause some trouble, but you might want to get that pack sometime now. Oh, look, here's your retainer.
you wouldn't want any instance to happen now, would you?
Anyway, if an army ever happens to storm into the castle and you are taken hostage and threatened to be put to death, you will be glad to be able to ask me to release you or undo your wrongdoing.
I now understand better. Godmother, I'm not sure that I know what to do.
The fairy seemed touched for an instant.
Aw.
She seemed to be gazing through her, as if she were seeing someone else.
I guess there is nothing we can do about it. If I had to give you one piece of advice, it would be this. Close your eyes and tell me honestly in what you believe the most. What is the strength that you could get out of a difficult situation?
Ooh. I believe
What do
in
you-
magic. I believe in myself.
I'm a
You have
good
to choose
Christian.
one or the
You're
I
a
believe in
process will go
myself.
on.
Yep.
I'm a
Magic!
good Christian. I believe in
It's
myself.
a fairy!
You realize it's going to go evil, right? Alright.
I think that my willpower can make a difference. If I believe in my abilities, I can move mountains. Magic is only a trigger to push me into outdoing myself.
Perfect way of thinking.
The creature seemed genuinely surprised by that answer.
Indeed, magic only serves as a supplement to your inner strength. Your strength is even a source of magic. The stronger your mind is, the more powerful the magic will be. I did not think you would have already understood that. You are very mature for... Sorry. You are very mature for a mortal so young. You have potential. I like this.
Thank you, Godmother. May I take some time to further ponder the matter?
Take as much time as you want. Of course. I will I will come back tonight. You will give me your answer then. In the meantime, be strong. I sense black clouds above you, my child.
And with that rather mysterious sentence, the fairy vanished.
I'm turning all the old people to hot dogs, and you're next!
The flying hell is going on.
Well, that sounds like a great plan. The world eats hot dogs. Oh, son, stop him! Why are you so